Hi everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here again with another process video. I'm starting off with three 3x4 vertical photos. As you can see, there's some washi tape over the face. This is my friend's little girl and I just wasn't sure if she'd want her on YouTube or not, so I just popped some washi tape on top of her head. Right now I'm trying to see, I'm using Echo Park's Best Friend Forever line and I only have a couple pieces of paper, but the brightness of the pages really fit the tone I'm looking for this paper. So I only have this polka dot with the 3x4 and 4x6 cards, and then the stripe with the not ombre, but rainbow words on the back. And neither one of those is going to work as a border. So I went into just my stash of background papers, and I picked ones that had pinks and greens, and unfortunately the greens were really more aqua, so I didn't really have anything that matched completely, but like I love that Dear Lizzie paper, but as you can see, it's just way too peach. It doesn't have the pink. And this one I did use, which is the Pebbles Front Porch Lazy. It's not a perfect match, but it did well enough. And the other pattern papers I'm using are from Echo Park's Best Friend Forever line. One is called Words, and that's that striped one, and then the other one is called Journaling, and that's that mustardy polka dot with the 3x4, 4x6 cards on the other side. Now, I could have used the polka dot. I like the polka dot a lot, in fact, but I have plans already for another page using some of those 3x4 cards, and I didn't want to lose all the outer edges of all those cards as I already have a plan for them. So I'm going to gut this page. I actually don't even know why I gutted it. I don't love the plaid that's on the other side. I do like this pink floral, but honestly I have so much of the front porch, it's crazy. I bought it from another scrapbooker who was trying to clear out her stuff, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take that, and not realizing exactly how much of it there was. So I have a whole bunch of this. I probably have 6 or 7 pieces of the pattern paper alone, not to mention chipboard and stickers. So I was just showing you those, the pebbles. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my ATG around the edges of this, and it's going to be a comedy of errors. I put this down, and then I forgot that I didn't cut down my cardstock, and of course my ATG I've already put on the pink is now stuck to my cutter, and we have to get that off. And then I put it on the white sheet, and then I remember I want to ink the edges. Oh, and then I place it right down again on the ATG'd pink sheet. I am using Hero Art's Passion Flower to ink all the edges of my paper. It's a light purple. Thank goodness ATG is forgiving, because I once again stuck it down. I'm laughing at myself while I'm doing this, taping it, and I was laughing at myself while I was doing it, because I was like, how many times could I put this in the glue and have it stick there? So now it's going to be the next day after a second or two here, because I lay these out and I realize that white is too stark. And so, oh yes, I'm sorry, I go ahead and I'm going to put a banner behind those 3 photos. And so I'm going to cut a fishtail. Just on one end. And what ends up happening is after I do this, I go and I ink the edges of this. I go and I use Tattered Angels Mist in Lime Twist and Prima in Iris, and I just do it in the upper left-hand corner and the lower right-hand corner. This is actually the next day. I don't know if you can hear over the taping of this a whooshing sound. I live in a duplex, and our neighbors moved out, and of course all the power was turned off there, and so a pipe burst over on the other side. My side of the house is totally fine. We have totally separate plumbing systems, but the handyman came in and he's got a blower thing going constantly over there to try to dry the floors out. So anyways, to go back, I did want to use some of this yellow polka dot paper, so I went ahead and cut out one of the 4x6s that I knew I wasn't planning on using, and then also the branding strip to use as a, I'm going to use that yellow polka dotted 4x6, well, half of it in the bottom corner, but I wanted to have some of that in the upper corner too, so I used the branding strip. I also, you can see, grabbed a doily from Doodlebug Design in the yellow color. I'd pulled the pink and the purple, and the little girl was wearing purple, but I really liked that yellow color. I thought it was very pretty. So I'm cutting another fishtail, and I'm inking the edges in the passion flower again, and I'm just putting it down there, and then I'm going to grab some PL cards from the Project Life journal theme, or journaling theme, something or other, and I find one I like, and it says, "Love this," and it's got like some faux washi tape look on it. And while I'm looking for that, I find that purple card I'd used half of on another page, so I just thought it went well, so I just added it to the top of that doily. Now I pull out some chipboard stickers I have from, this is from the Highline collection, and I decided pretty quickly that it's just not the right colors. It's more orange and hot pink than what I'm looking for. So I pull out the Jubilee line from My Mind's Eye, and the colors, some of the colors were softer than what I was looking for, but I did finally find several that worked for what the look I was going for. So I used that big yellow and green flower piece up there, and that floral tone-on-tone heart. And I like the silver pieces, but I decided not to use them for this one. I have some other silver that I'm going to be adding, and I didn't want to have it overly silver. And I do add that lavender butterfly down at the bottom as well. So I'm going to go ahead and tape down my paper, but I did want to trim that off a little bit. It was a little too long for what I was looking for. So I go ahead and I get the base of that down. And I go and get I'm looking for my Thermoweb sticky dots. I used these last time for the doily I had used, and I really like the way it pulled them down. I'm not one, I know some people like the dimension and stuff, and I prefer at least having part of it like really stuck down so it doesn't slip. So I'm going to go ahead and get my photos placed to the actual way I want them placed, and go ahead and tape those down. We were having a really great day. This is actually at the Coventry Farmers Market that I've actually done a layout or two about already, but this is really fun. One of the things they have there is they have a vendor who does fresh donuts, and she's hopping and bopping around eating these donuts, and one of us asked, do donuts make you dance, which is going to be my title, and she thought that was hilarious, and she even started dancing around even more, which is what I'm going to write in my journaling later on. So I grabbed part of the piece I'd cut out from the fishtail and the stripes and just added that to the corner and the bottom, just to bring a little bit of that stripes down to the bottom corner. I'm using my T-square to line up that yellow piece because I really didn't have anything since my photos were curved, it was important that I did that. Now I've pulled out these Jilly Bean Bean Board glitter alphas, which I love. They're absolutely gorgeous. They have great color, and they're super pretty. I have them in black as well, but oh my goodness, the glitter goes everywhere on these. I kid you not. I'm doing part of my title in this, and then part of my title in a mini block from Simple Stories, the Christmas line from last year. I don't remember what it's called. I cut, because their alphas come on a 12 by 12 sheet, I cut mine all down and put it in my little folder I have, so I don't have that I can't not remember what the name is, but it's last year's, so it'd be 2013 Christmas line, and I had left over from my December daily I did last year. So I'm going to glue all these down. I'm going to get out my fine line glue thing. I will cut away from this because no one needs to watch me glue down the 20 letters I'm gluing down here. So I put this down. Of course, I put it down too high or too low, and when I go to put the O, I realize there's going to be this weird gap. So I move it up a little bit. And of course, since it's glitter gets in the glue, and I've got permanent glitter on the page, but I'm not going to freak out about it. It's just one of those things that happens and you have to let it go. So once I get through with that, I had actually already put down the green things, and I wasn't thinking, oh, I should probably have that in my process video, but, you know, no biggie. So there's that. And now I'm going to go back and, oh yes, first I grabbed a Swiffer, a dry Swiffer wipe, and tried to wipe up some of the glitter because it was crazy. So now I'm going to place all my chipboard stickers, and I've got that floral piece and the heart in the upper right hand corner, and then down by the title I have the heart and then that button, and then the bottom I have the butterfly and that little cute. I found these incredibly old Making Memories crystal jewel brads, and I thought they would be cute on this page. I laughed when I found those. I honestly have no idea when I even bought those. I think there's 2004, so they're probably at least 10 years old. So I picked, they come in 6 different colors and 3 different sizes. So I grabbed a small, medium, and large in 4 different colors because I wasn't sure what color combo I wanted to go for. And I ended up with green, yellow, and purple. And I just did a trio of each by each cluster. And so I used my piercer to pierce the holes, and it's going to take me a while to get all of these through, make sure I've got one of each color, one of each size, and then turn them over and do it. So while we're doing that, I'm going to talk about the fact that I did make my one allowable purchase for my being frozen otherwise. I am in the middle of doing a Disney album from a 2012 trip, and I do not have enough to finish it. I have about 6 layouts done. I've got about 10 more to go, and there's just no way I have enough paper, 12 by 12 paper, to finish all 10 layouts. So I was just going to buy some Say Cheese, but Say Cheese 2 came out, and I figured if I'm going to have to buy it anyway, I might as well go ahead and buy the new stuff. I was very careful in what I bought. I didn't buy anything else, even though I really, really like their I Am collection and a lot of other things that are coming out right about now. I've been very good, besides adhesives, not to buy anything else except the Say Cheese, which was my one break. So I am doing well with that. I have only bought the adhesives and then some blending tool pads, which were actually an accidental purchase, because if you ever have a bunch of stuff in Amazon and you go to buy it and you forget that you've got something in there, that's what happened to me. So before I get too lost, I went and grabbed that purple geotag, that's from Twine and Ink, and now I'm adding some puffy stickers from Evilicious. The heart, there's a star, and then I go and grab these purple hearts. Oh, yeah. First I try to see, the Jubilee line is the chipboard line from My Mind's Eye. I also have the die cut pack, and I was going to see if anything would work from that. I actually don't have a lot left in that die cut pack. So I went and grabbed these chipboard heart stickers from Studio Calico, and now I'm just going to write my journaling. And this is my Becky Higgins Project Life Fine writer, and it stopped working halfway through, so I had to go back and get my Zig writer, which is, I'm pretty sure this is the Zig writer I started out with when I started scrapbooking way back in the dark ages. Not as long as some people, though. So I went and had to go over all my words. I actually didn't do too bad a job. So I went back and wrote over all of them, so just be consistently the same color and width. And then I'm going to finish off my journaling and show you some close-ups and then some photos at the end. So I just want to thank everyone for watching, and thank you so much for your likes and comments. I enjoy doing these, and I might be taking a break next week. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do another one, but I might surprise myself and have the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.